Hello, how are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about Linux terminal commands. So we'll go through some of the most common Linux terminal commands. Let's dig in. The first command that you would like to know about your Linux terminal is what is the type of Linux you have. For that, we have a command called as uname minus a. So it will tell you all the details about your Linux. So this is 4.15 generic Ubuntu and the date and 8664 type, etc. I'm also showing you what are the commands that I am going to type and also the shift control alt and other combination keys. So I have a bar here which will show you what are the keys that I am typing. Like for example, if I type hello, so you will see over there, and if I press shift control and Z, you will see shift control Z. You'll also see if I press control A, you'll see control A, and if I press shift control A, you'll see shift control A, which changes the color. Let me just type again shift control A and shift control B, shift control C. Next command that we need to know is where we are at the moment. What is the directory that we are there? So for that we use something called as a PWD. That means PWD means print working directory. So currently we are in the root directory. The root is at the slash. So there are no files above your root directory. Then we need to make some folders or directories. For that we use mkdir, that means make directory. So I say make directory tutorial, and I can make another directory mkdir another underscore tutorial. So how do we know that whether the directories are created? So for that we use a command called as ls. ls means list. So as you know, we have created another tutorial and a tutorial. So how do you go into these directories or folders? For entering into either the tutorial or into another tutorial, we use something called as a cd. That means change directory. So I enter cd and the name of the directory. So I can type tutorial. So now I am inside a tutorial directory. So this is my root, and now I'm inside tutorial. So that is the root and inside this one. So how do I check what are the type of folders that I have inside my tutorial? So for that, again, as you know, ls. So I don't have any directories or folders or files here. So how do you make a file? For making a file, you use a command called as a touch. So touch and the name of the file. I can use readme dot txt. So I can check whether readme.txt is formed. For that, I type ls and it shows that I have a readme.txt. So I can make one more file which is text.txt. Okay, I can check now by using ls. So now I have got two. So how do I make another directory here? So for that I can make a directory using make directory folder 1. So I can check with ls. So I got a folder 1, 2 files. I can also make multiple folders or files. For example, I can make multiple files by touch folder 1 space folder 2 space folder 3. Now if I check with ls, I have folder 1, folder 2, folder 3. Now because it is all taking up all my space here in the terminal, so I have to clear the screen. For that I can use a command called as clear, or I can use a command control L, keyboard shortcut control L. So let's check the current directory, that is ls. So I have 2 files and 3 folders. So ls has got a lot of other commands. So we can get to know about any of the command by either checking the help files or the manual page. So I can type man ls man help ls help. Okay. So now how do I go up one folder up? That is, how do I go into my root directory? So for that I can use cd dot dot, which is, it will take one folder up. So now if I check, I am at the root directory. Now I can enter my another tutorial and check what are the contents of this. There are nothing here, so I can make a folder 1. I can enter into folder. I can make a file 1. I can make another file.txt, and I can clear by control L. So let's check where we are. So now by typing pwd, we can get to know the current working directory. So we are at the root, then inside another tutorial, then inside another folder, and the contents of this are another file and file 1. Then how do I go back one more step behind? I can type cd dot dot, and now I am one level up from here to here. So I can use cd dot dot and go to my root directory. If I want to come back where I was previously, I can type cd and dash and enter. So now I am in another tutorial. I can change again by typing cd dash. Now I go back to the root folder. Now I can check cd dash. Now I'm back to another folder. After this, we can look at removing the files. So now we can check ls. I go into folder and check ls. So how do I remove another file? For that we use a command called as rm command. Rm space another file dot txt. So now my another file dot txt is deleted. How do we delete a folder? So let's assume that we want to delete file 1. For that we use something called as a rm and file 1. So now if I check ls, my file 1 is deleted. So let's go back one level up, check. So I have folder 1, so I can remove folder by typing folder 1. It says now you cannot remove because it is a directory. The reason for that is inside folder 1 we have many files. So we have folder, and let's get inside and check. Okay, because it's a folder, so we'll have to go back and say rm minus r, that means recursive folder 1, and it's gone. Now it is not there. So now let's clear. Then check what we have. So we don't have anything here. So let's make a file touch readme.txt. Now check ls. Let's assume you want to rename this readme.txt. For that you can use a move command. So we can rename the files and the folders by using move command. Move readme.txt so to demo.txt. So now if I check ls, so it has changed to demo.txt. Similarly, we can also copy. I can copy by cp command, cp demo.txt to another demo.txt. Now there is another demo.txt. Then I can also check the, let's clear the window. So I can use a tree command. So tree command will give us the tree size of the current folder. The tree is not found. Okay. So we can also do, we can go one level up, check. So let's move another folder into tutorial folder. So for that we use move another underscore tutorial to tutorial folder. So let's check. So now if I check, my another folder is not here, it will be inside my tutorial. Let's go to tutorial by typing cd tutorial and check ls. My another folder is inside the tutorial folder. Similarly, we can remove folder by saying rm minus r another underscore tutorial, and our another tutorial is gone. And that is the end of a short tutorial on the most common Linux commands. We'll look at some of the commands in the next videos. Thank you. Have a good day.